All right, looks like we're good. Let me come over to here and make sure. Gotta love the ads. Always gotta have the ads playing. Let me see here. All right, my friends, it looks like we are live. Man, you guys are good. You guys are already dropping comments in there. So, what's up, guys? What's up? So, welcome to the channel. Welcome to it's Wednesday, man. It's Wednesday. We're hanging out. We're working from home, and wanted to do a special live training today and talk about some things that, to be honest with you, are super important and critical in your learning and helping you get out there and grow and build a business online or build a business from home. So what I want to do now is let's just take a pulse real quick. If you guys can see and hear me okay, throw a 2 down in the chat. If you guys can see and hear me okay, give me a 2, and also let me know, where are you turning in from? Okay, where are you tuning in from? I am from Haverhill, Massachusetts here. I already see, look at that, man. We got Anna from New Zealand in the house. What time is it in New Zealand? What day is it in New Zealand? It's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in New England. Art from California, what is up? Let's see, we got Richard in here, Mike in here, Marty, Wallace, Romeo. What's going on, guys? You guys can see and hear me okay, good. So again, drop a comment. Let me know, where are you guys tuning in from? And just let me know, man. Let me know. Pop that in there and give me a shout and let me know where you're tuning in from. Like I said, I am here in Haverhill, Mass, and we're going to go over several things today. Boom, just got the email notification from YouTube, so that is good. And it's going to be, honestly, it's going to be a little bit of a, it's going to be 5 a.m. Thursday. Man, it's early in New Zealand, early in New Zealand. And it's not even the same day. It's a different day. That's so crazy, man. This is why, man, this is why I love working online, man, because you get to work with people from all around the world, in different parts of the country, different parts of the world. It's just so awesome. So awesome that we got California in the house, Georgia in the house, Colorado in the house, SoCal. What's up, SoCal? So one of the things I wanted to talk about today is I want to give you guys the 3 secrets that you guys need to win online. 3 secrets that you absolutely have to have if you guys want a successful home-based or successful online internet business. And it doesn't matter what your business is. It really does not matter what your business is. Look at that. We got Texas in the house. Awesome, guys. Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. So what is up? Let me give me 1 second right here. Of course, I got someone messaging me right now. All right, there we go. All right. So there are 3 specific things. Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had any sort of home-based business, any sort of business online before? If so, it doesn't matter what it is: network marketing, affiliate marketing, e-com, drop ship, Etsy store, eBay store, whatever it is. Have you ever tried or had or currently have any sort of home-based online business? If so, do me a favor, comment the word business down below. I just want to see who in here, who's on live right now, or who's watching the replay, what level of experience that you have in this online home-based business sort of space. For me, I've been doing the online thing for, I don't know, since 2016. So here we are in 2022, soon to be 2023, which is crazy, but I've been doing the online thing since 2016. Now, I didn't always have success online. I didn't always make a 5-figure monthly income from home. I didn't always, be able to work right here from my home. I don't have a boss. I don't have a job. I literally just kind of do my own thing here, working right from my office, my home office, AKA my second bedroom here, which is essentially an office. It's a bedroom with a desk in it. That's kind of what today's home-based businesses are, really. It's just like, wherever you can set up a desk or crack open your MacBook or your laptop or whatever it is. But yeah, there you go. So if you've ever done any sort of home-based business before? And again, it doesn't matter if it's network marketing, affiliate marketing, e-com, dropship, Etsy store, eBay store, whatever, it doesn't matter. Comment the word business. I just want to see how many of you guys have tried that sort of thing before. Dale, you're in multiple other businesses with me and you commented no. So that would be a yes for you, brother. You have obviously tried home-based business. James says no, totally okay. Anna says yes. Julie says yes. Ed, 2 years still learning. Yep. So do me a favor. Let me know what specifically is your business, or what have you tried before? Those of you guys that commented business, what have you tried before? Now, like I said, I got started back in 2016, and my first year, I literally tried almost everything under the sun. Like if there was a business opportunity out there, I signed up for it. It doesn't matter what it was. Art says yes. Well, it doesn't matter what it was. Like I was literally just trying anything. I would sign up for anything that I could because I thought I had the idea. And again, it just came down to inexperience. Like I thought that just because I signed up for something, I would make money, right? Have you guys been there before? Like you think just because you sign up, like you take out your credit card, you pay and you join, like just because you do that, you're going to make money. Well, guess what? It didn't happen. I didn't make money just by signing up. There were things that you actually have to go do. And this is what I learned throughout all of 2016. I thought I made the mistake, and I thought that just by having a link, a website link, that people were just going to magically go to it. You know, just like people go to Amazon.com, people go to eBay.com and they go buy products and services. I thought just by having a website, like my own website, that people would just magically go to it. And guess what? That didn't happen. People didn't just magically go to my website. I didn't just all of a sudden make money. I learned that there were things that you had to do to get your website out there so people could see it. And when people could see it, they could click on it. Well, that was 2016 for me. That was that big learning curve. And I had to get out there and go really kind of figure that out. Look at that. We got Morocco in the house, man. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cool. Anna says selling aloe vera products. Was that part of like a network marketing opportunity, aloe vera products, or were you just doing that, maybe through Amazon or being an affiliate over there? How did that work? Kelly says, drop shipping and e-commerce going nowhere. This is so much better. By this, she might be referring to the business that we are in, which I'll share with you a little bit later. I want to talk about some other things first, which are pretty important here. So 2016 was basically like a learning year. I really got my feet wet. And there was one thing that I learned at the end of 2016, beginning of 2017, and that was the phrase, which I was watching a YouTube video, just like you guys are doing right now. So I want you guys to think about this for a second. Back in 2016, I was trying to figure this online business thing out. And I was watching a YouTube video, and it was a presentation from somebody on stage, and they were a very famous marketer, and they make 5 figures, sometimes 6 figures a month, crazy money. You're talking $50,000 to $100,000 a month, right? So when I'm watching and learning from someone that is making $50,000 to $100,000 a month, I'm tuning in. I'm listening to what they have to say, right? And that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm not at that dollar amount, but I'm making 5 figures a month. So maybe you just want to perk up. Maybe you just want to listen in and kind of tune in, because I went through the same process that you guys are going through live right now. I went through the same process back in 2016. And the guy I was listening to, he was speaking on stage, and he talked specifically about something that changed his life. And he said it was called ILT. He's like, ILT changed my life. Okay. So those of you guys that are watching now, who can tell me what ILT is? I heard him say this phrase, ILT. And as soon as he explained what it was, I said, now I know you guys have been somewhere, doing something, whatever it is. I'm not really sure, like in your life where somebody says something. It could be anything. It could be a line in a song. It could be a relative, an uncle, a nephew, like somebody, like someone you look up to, someone you trust, or something, you know, maybe something you watch on TV or whatever it is, but there's a phrase, there's something that's said and it just sticks out and you just go, oh my gosh, I totally get it. I totally get it now. Well, that's what's happened to me back in 2016. I heard this guy named Ray, and he said the phrase ILT. What does that stand for? Invest, learn, teach. So what does ILT look like? What does ILT really mean? You invest your time, sometimes money, you know, you learn something. It's the same thing of kind of like going to school. Like you invest your time. If you're going to go to college, you invest your time and your money. You learn things. But here's the key part of that is the T, the ILT. You invest, you learn something, and then you turn around and you teach that to other people. So I invest my time, sometimes money, like I buy books, I buy training courses, I buy educational courses. I go and I learn things, and then I turn around and I teach those things to other people. And that's what this guy, Ray, that's what he meant by ILT. And when I heard that, it just made sense. It just made sense. Invest your time, learn something, and then turn around and teach that to other people. So at the end of 2016, beginning of 2017, I started going through that process too. I became a sponge for information. I literally became a sponge. I went out there. I tried to learn as much as I could about this online space that we're in. I would learn something and I would turn around and teach that to other people. So I started practicing that. I would learn anything about an email autoresponder, about a page builder, about how to promote a certain product or whatever it was. I would learn how to do that. I would turn around, record a video. I would post it right here on my YouTube channel, and I would teach people how to do whatever it was I just learned. So in doing so, that literally skyrocketed my income. And then mid 2017, I had my first real breakthrough, and I had my first 5-figure month. And from there, it was just like, it's almost like the skies opened up and you're like, oh, like I finally get it now, right? So ILT. So if you guys are paying attention, do me a favor, comment that acronym down below. Comment ILT. Here, looks just like this, ILT. That's what it looks like. So comment ILT. That literally changed my life back in 2017. Then from there, what I started doing is I started really applying myself. I started learning as many things as I could, and I started applying that into systems. I started building systems, basically taking everything that I learned. I started taking that and I started putting that into, things that people could use, whether it be like a web page or a funnel or even just a video. I would create a video and I would let people on my team, like others that were in the same business as me, I would let them use my videos, my emails, my swipes, my funnels, whatever it was. I would go learn something. And then I started building systems. There you go. Plenty of ILT comments coming in. Good. Keep them coming. I started learning all of these things that, I could turn around. I could pass that on to other people. And that's when my income really started to grow. So 2017, I had my first 5-figure month, and I had my first 6-figure year working right from home. And the beauty, guys, is you can do the same exact thing. You can do the same exact thing. So one of the things that I've recently done in this last year is I've built a free marketing system that my team gets to use. It's a 100% free marketing system. And that's not really what we're here to talk about today. But if you want information on that free system, I do have links in the description down below. I'll post a link here in the chat so you guys can go check that out if you want. But one of the reasons why I've been able to, make 5 figures a month, work full-time from home, is building systems and giving that system to my team so they can literally use that and literally use the same exact things that I've been using for years in my own personal marketing, in my own personal sales, and let everybody kind of take and use what I've learned and developed over the years. So again, if you guys want information or want to check that out more, link in the description down below. You can kind of go see what I do, how I do it, and all that other stuff. Or you can obviously go to my channel and go check out all of my free training series. Guys, also, if you are here and checking me out for the first time, or you got here from, maybe YouTube sent you a notification, you got a notification on Facebook, you got an email from me, whatever it is. Thank you for being here. Please do me a favor. Somewhere around this video is the subscribe button. Just make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you get notified anytime I go live and I do trainings like this. So as my journey continued, I got into various other things, but what I also learned is this. Over the last couple of years, last few years, really, instead of trying to do multiple different things, right? Instead of trying to do multiple different things, and I see a lot of you guys, whether it be here on my channel, in my Facebook group, on my email list, on my own personal team, I see a lot of you guys trying to promote multiple things at one time. Okay. Multiple things at one time. And what I learned years ago is that when you really hone in and you focus on one specific thing and you practice and you practice and you practice, and you also practice and invest into ILT, invest, learn, teach, and you practice and you hone in on that one specific thing, that one specific thing starts to build and grow into a full-time income. But I see so many folks that are online and they're trying to promote this thing heavily over here. And they're trying to promote this thing heavily over here. And ooh, look, there's a dangling shiny new object. And then they sign up for that. And then they try to promote this over here too. And they're trying to promote multiple things all at once. And they get average or less than average results in multiple things all at the same time versus getting really great results in one thing. So for me, that really helped me get to it. That one thing alone helped me get to that 5-figure monthly income, is by really just honing in and focusing on one thing versus trying to do too many things at once. And I've seen a lot of you guys, I've talked to a lot of you guys, I've seen a lot of you guys around that are trying to promote and trying to market multiple things at once. And you're getting okay to not really okay results across a lot of things versus getting really great results in one specific thing. Now, for me, that one specific thing that I promote has leverage. It literally has a lot of income leverage built in, which means that it is a team-based system. All right. It's a team-based system, and you can actually have income leverage, meaning you can literally take your foot off the gas and your business keeps pumping. Your team keeps growing. Your team keeps building, right? So yeah, Dorothy says working with ClickBank, trying to be an affiliate over there. Hey, listen, I promote ClickBank every now and then, but it's not my primary focus, because when you promote something like ClickBank, you don't own the material. You're not an actual real business owner. You're just an affiliate. You don't own the email list. When you go, if you could literally send thousands and thousands and thousands of people to your affiliate link, but if nobody buys anything, you don't get those emails. You don't get those subscribers. You really get nothing. You might get some affiliate commissions here and there, but you really don't own any of that. When you're part of a home-based business, like a network marketing opportunity, as an example, like you become an actual home-based business owner, you get all the tax deductions that go along with that, but you can also build your own email list, and you can do this as an affiliate marketer too, but there's also more things involved as an affiliate versus, say, like on a team system like ours. But anyway, I'll circle back to that. I'll circle back around to that later on. Now, what was really cool back in 2018, I met a guy, his name is Bill. And when I started partnering up with this guy, Bill, we ended up creating, Bill kind of helped me facilitate and create what I would consider like my first system, my first real system. Okay. And that was the first time that I ever made like an actual system that people can use. And it was a team-based app. It was a team-based system that my entire team could use. And I had some other folks involved, but Bill was, one of those guys that I met back in 2018 and really kind of pushed me and drove me to kind of get out there and really push and really drive and really kind of go after, the levels of success that I have now. And what's great is, we did this thing for about a year. We built this really huge team. We were making really, really great money. And then some other things happened, and, the company kind of changed comp plans a little bit. It was kind of restructuring, but also it was also limited to just the United States. It wasn't available in other countries, right? And one of the things that we decided last year, again, circling back to work with this guy, Bill, who actually I want to introduce you guys to, because he's been in this industry for a very, very long time and has made way more money than I have. So I want you guys to hear from him as well. But the point is this, is that we wanted to do something that wasn't just kind of secluded to the United States. We wanted to do something that was global. And we also wanted to do something that would appeal to everyone, literally to appeal to everyone. And again, I'm not sitting here today to kind of sell you on business or sell you to kind of get into our team or get on our thing or use our free system, use our free marketing system, whatever. We're going to talk about 3 specific things, but I also want you to hear from my personal sponsor and the guy that I've been working with since back in 2018, because he's been around the block and he's had lots and lots and lots and lots of experience. So, Bill, if you are there, man, pop yourself on camera, come say hello. And we're hanging out live on my YouTube channel right now. We got dozens of people watching us. So look, there he is. What's up? Are you, Bill, you driving the Porsche today, brother?
I am with Rocky. Say hi, Rocky.
There you go. So guys, this is, welcome to the channel, Bill. This is Bill. He is my sponsor, my coach, somebody that I've been working with literally for years now. Let me make sure we're on the right gallery view there. Okay, good. Yep. You can see us both on YouTube. So welcome to the channel. Thanks for being here. I see you got your dog with you too. The 3 things, Bill, that I wanted to talk about today is, super, super important in this business. And well, actually, first, before we do that, give everybody a quick cliff notes of who's Bill, where are you located? And, what has you fired up right now in this industry, in the space that we're in?
Well, I've been in the industry for 2 decades, right? But not to toot my horn, but just do some authority stuff when choosing a program and business opportunities, trying to help people. When I've given it the Varsity Go, just like yourself, Dan, especially recently, I'm always in the top 10%. And it's not because I'm like some superstar. It's really because I look for opportunities that are team building opportunities. And we can go in that too in a minute. What I mean is, like, I'm never going to be the number 1 recruiter, but I can get lucky or with skills, bring someone in who can be the number 1 recruiter, a number 1 salesperson, number 1 team builder, whatever you want to call it. And if it has the right compensation plan, that's key on going all the way with the least amount of effort. That's really what it comes down to. But back to me, I've been in the industry for a long time. I've been in opportunities. When you mentioned, and again, this is incognito because Dan, I got an alert about YouTube. I said, Dan, I can hop on, and here we are. So when I look at opportunities, they have to be global, things of that nature. And like I said, I've broken records that companies have changed the compensation plans and things of that nature. And here we are working with Dan. And I will tell you that this opportunity that we're in, Dan, it's just incredible. But like I said, if you want to keep it casual, you want any specific questions, I live in New Jersey. Get back to that. Live in New Jersey. I got twin daughters who just turned 21. You see my dog, Rocky. My background is financial planning, and I love making money on the internet. That's my real passion. I barely even see clients anymore in my traditional business. I just service them when they need something. But at the end of the day, I'm 100% online marketer with Dan. And, that's my story there, right there. I mean, just having a ball and choosing the right programs. When you mentioned about doing multiple things, I never judge anyone to doing multiple things. My big thing is when people quit something to join something else, it's usually, it's going to be that way the next 5 times. They're never going to build anything. And overnight success is not always overnight. If you got the right program and you got the right team and you got the right training and the systems and everything's going in the right direction, changing your shirt or, changing your opportunity is not the answer. You're just going to have to, you're going to have to get there. And if with the right opportunity, you're one person away, one leader away, one person from introducing you to someone else, from changing all your financial dreams and your opportunity. And that's it. A lot of opportunities over the years, we've all been in them. They've had gotchas. I mean, I've had teams where they've had gotchas where I had to have this requirement, or I've been cut off in opportunities. I got another opportunity where I have 10,000 people, but the compensation plan, as good as it was, I got cut out.
Yeah.
Here, and I'm sure Dan's going to go into it a little bit. We vetted this. I've been in this company since 2019. Who on this in this chat, if you're an experienced marketer, can you say that you're still in the same company from 2019? Did I do other stuff? Did I play with other stuff? Did I make money in other things? Absolutely. But this was my primary. This is what I kept on building and building and building. And what happened was, and I'm just rearing up now, Dan. It's all coming now. So, and me and Dan have done other things together. Actually, I joined Dan in something first, worked with him as I was working something, showed him the numbers in a team build. Dan was more in an affiliate style. I told him what he would have made in a team with a team instead of I, like these other deals are sometimes. And we segued over. We did well. There was some changes there, and then him and I, he was totally happy. I was happy, but in last year November, him and I chit chat. We were chit chatting through Messenger, and I said we should do something again together. And we were choosing something, and we saw some gotchas, and we don't like gotchas. Nope. And Dan knows all about leverage now. It's all about leverage. There's no way that you can recruit yourself to financial freedom. It's impossible. You have to have a team, just like a regular traditional company, even though we're in network marketing. So I told him, I've had this little baby since 2019. And one of the biggest things before he even gets into the compensation plan, services, or anything is global. Every program that I was in the top 10, I was always in just in the United States. I had to decline more people sometimes than I took in a day. And where I'm going with that is, if you're walking around, if you're in an opportunity that's just in the States, go for it. I have opportunities that are in the States in the past, but now I always look for global, because it's like walking around with holes in your pockets. Your money's falling out. We have so many people internationally. And if you're not international, I mean, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. So me and Dan he dove in November. He created a free system that's only evolved into something. It's evolved into something that is so special that it makes my job so much easier. To give you an example, we just point now. His training site for any marketer, I don't care what you're in. Someone mentioned they were doing ClickBank. His training site, just for joining our team, which he's going to talk about, will help you in any business you're in, online, offline. It's worth, he says, I think 10,000 or 50, it's over $20,000 of goodies. And the biggest thing is, as a team leader, just had a gentleman today that asked me where his link was to do this, and that. And I told him to go to the training site.
Yep.
Now I still help them, but what I mean is go to the training site because it's all there. You want to be an expert in YouTube, it's there. You want to be an expert in TikTok, it's there. You want to be expert in Craigslist, it's there. I train that. It's there. I charge money for that to everyone else, and it's in his training site with my software I use at no cost. Okay. He has so much value there. It will take your current business, your new business, your future business to new levels. And that's really what it's about, Dan. It's about value packs, about leverage, and being global. Products and services are very important. We got that covered. And, just excited to work with you, Dan.
Yeah, thanks, man. And the whole point here is like, the system that we've designed is literally designed to take someone from a brand new person that's never been online before, that has zero experience, and show them step by step exactly what to do. But also to be able to do that, you mentioned the word leverage, and I mentioned the word leverage too. You actually are able to leverage your time, because I don't have to sit there and personally explain to a brand new person exactly what to do, because the system does all that for you. And it does it for your members as well, or any member on our team, whether it's Kirsty or John or Jason or any of those guys. Like when they bring somebody in, the system does it all for them. But one of the main things that I wanted to talk about today was 3 specific things that have allowed me to finally it was like an aha moment I had a couple of years ago, where I realized that there are specific things that you got to do. There's specific things that you got to have in order to have a successful home-based business. And they are this, and I want you guys to realize, like, pay close attention. If you guys want to win online, if you guys want to win, I don't care where it is. I don't care what your business is. Several of you guys commented, you do ClickBank stuff, you do aloe vera stuff, you do stuff with, I saw drop shipping in here, e-com. Doesn't matter what your business is. Same thing with our business and our team. There's 3 specific things that you got to have, you got to do, and you got to do them every single day. And you can't do 2 out of 3. You can't do 1 out of 3. You got to have and got to do all 3. So pay attention. And like I said, I was at this point where a lot of you guys are right now, trying to figure it out, trying to get results, trying to know what works, what am I missing, what do I need to be doing? And this was me back in 2016 when I heard this guy Ray say ILT. It was the same process. I had the same aha moment. And the 3 things are this: every single day, you have to work on yourself. All right. And I want to see how many of you guys are paying attention right now. You got to work on yourself. That's number 1. And I would encourage all of you, whatever your business is, doesn't matter what it is, e-com, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, network marketing, whatever, work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Everybody comment that down below. We literally have dozens of people watching live right now. So comment that down below. Work harder on yourself than you do on your business. If you guys do that, everything else will fall into line. Everything else you'll figure it out. And I know most of the times people end up giving up or quitting because they can't figure something out. Something seems too challenging, too overwhelming, too beyond the scope of what they know. But if you keep working on this, all that other stuff will fall into line. So constantly for me, investing into learning copywriting, learning how to schedule my business and my life, learning how to, stay consistent every single day, but constantly being willing to learn. Now that's number 1, working on yourself. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that comment. Keep those comments coming in. Work harder on yourself than on your business. Number 2 is you got to drive traffic. You got to get people going to your link. If people don't go to your link, you don't make money. Period. End of story. If people didn't click on Amazon.com to go there to buy products and services, Amazon doesn't make money. It's very simple. Drive traffic to your link every single day. Now, the beautiful part is with our team system, we show you exactly how to do that. And we also show you guys how to do that for free. If you guys are interested in that, we show you how to do that for free, which means you don't have to pay for junk traffic. You don't have to pay for leads. You don't have to pay for solo ads, any of that sort of stuff. We teach you how to go get your own leads for free. So, and number 3 is you got to follow up. You got to follow up with the people that go to your site. Now, Bill, you know the answer to this. If I went to Amazon.com and I went there on my phone, and let's say I went looking for shaker bottles, right? I'm going to look at protein shake bottles, right? And I go to Amazon.com and I'm searching for different blender bottles, right? And I don't buy anything. And then 12, 24, 36, 48 hours later, I'm surfing the internet. What do you see? What do you see?
You see water bottles.
You see ads for water bottles or blender bottles everywhere, right?
Now, if you even say it verbally, you'll see it. Right now, you and I are going to see water bottles. You know that. Yeah. Right now. We're all being tracked.
So the point is this, guys, People go to Amazon.com. They click on the link. Why? Because Amazon advertises their business. They spend more money on advertising than any other business. It's also word of mouth. It's on TV. It's on the radio. It's on ads on the websites that you're on, whatever. They get people to go to Amazon.com. They click on the link, and then they go shop for products and services. And then Amazon follows up with you. They follow up via email. They follow up via retargeting with pixels and all that fancy stuff. So those are the three things that you absolutely have to do if you want to succeed and win online. You got to, number one, work on yourself. Number two, get people clicking on your link. And number three, follow up with the people that click on your link. Now, the beautiful part is like the free system that we've created, that we've designed, that does all the follow-up for you. So again, that's free. That's something that you don't have to worry about. If you're on our team, if you're using our system, if you're partnered with Bill or I. So really the only thing that you need to focus on is working on yourself and learning how to drive traffic to your link for free. A lot of people like free. Free is good, right? So, but I want you guys to realize this. Everything always, always, always circles back to number one. It always circles back to number one. And I'll give you guys a real life story. Okay. Did I lose you, Bill? I think I lost Bill. Everything always, always, always circles back to number one. All right. A lot of times when people get started online and they're going through the process, something looks, seems, appears to be overwhelming. They don't understand it. They can't figure it out. So they point the finger away from themselves and say, well, that system's complicated. I can't figure it out. I'm going to quit. Right. But what is it really? Like, what is the real underlying thing that a lot of people don't want to admit to? It's not the system that doesn't work. It's you that doesn't want to learn how to do it and use the system the way that it's designed. So therefore you reach into your pocket, you come up with an excuse, and you point the finger somewhere away from yourself, and you say, oh, it's this, it's that person's problem over there, their fault, the system's fault, the funnel's fault, the video's fault, the product's fault, someone else's fault other than your own. You're deflecting. But what is the real underlying issue? The real underlying issue is that you need to work on you more. You need to work on yourself more. Now, let me be super crystal clear and crystal transparent. All right. Give me one second here. If you work harder on yourself than you do on your business, all that other crap goes away. The overwhelm goes away. The fear of failure goes away. The I don't know how to do it goes away. And let me give you a perfect example. The three most common excuses that most people have when getting started in an online business is this. All right. Hey, he's back. The three most common excuses are this: I don't have the time, I don't have the money, and I don't know how. All of those, every single one of those excuses circle back to number one, working on yourself, right? So hear me out for a second. And then Bill, I'll let you rhyme on this because I know you got a lot to say on this subject here.
Real quick, I apologize. Believe it or not, I'm sitting in the sun. I had my phone right here in the window, and it shut down because of temperature.
Oh,
the sun was hitting my phone.
Gotcha.
I apologize.
No worries, man. No worries. No worries. So here's this, guys. Right? Yeah. Dan says in the comments there, laziness and not determined. Exactly. That's it. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, you want it or you don't. You want it or you don't. So here's the top three most common excuses. Right? I don't have the time. I don't have the money, and I don't know how. Right? I don't have the time. I don't have the money, and I don't know how. Can I activate subtitles? I think you can do that on your, oh, it says unavailable. I I don't know, man. I don't know if I can activate that here. I might be able to do that in Zoom. Let me see if that's possible. Yeah, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I think I'll be able to do that on the replay. I don't know if I can do that live, man. It might be beyond my grasp there. Anyway, so don't have the time, don't have the money, don't know how, right? So I don't have the time. Here's what and again, this all comes down to mindset, guys. This is all mindset. And at the end of the day, you either want something or you don't. Jim Rohn, for those of you guys that don't know Jim Rohn, Phil, I know you've heard of Jim Rohn. He has a phrase that says this: if you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. That couldn't be any more true, because anytime someone says, oh, I don't have the time, I would bet $1,000, 100% of the time, that anytime someone says, I don't have the time, I guarantee you have a Netflix and or a Hulu account, and you probably watch TV every day, but you're going to say, I don't have the time. Well, here's the deal. We teach you with our free system, guys, we teach you how to generate your own leads with this device right here. And I'm sure every single one of you has a phone. We can teach you how to generate your own leads in 15 seconds. 15 seconds. So are you really gonna say, I don't have the time? We know you're lying. You're not lying to me. You're lying to yourself, which is even worse, by saying, I don't have the time. I don't have the money. Second most popular excuse, I don't have the money. You can literally get started. You can start your very own home-based business like right now today for $20 effing dollars. $20. You can have your own international, global, available in over 140 countries, home-based business for $20. I guarantee you that if you walked around your house, you could go find something, anything, sell it, come up with that $20 and join. But money's a mindset, guys. Money is a mindset. It's not a circumstance. Yes, you can get laid off, but it's not what happens to you. It's what you do about it. So if you're just going to sit there and say, I don't have $20, then again, that comes down to mindset. Now, the last excuse that I hear is, I don't know how. You hear people say that all the time, right? Oh, I don't know how. Well, guess what? If you have this in your hand, if you have the internet in your hands, how could you possibly say, I don't know how? How could you have Google and YouTube and every other search engine in the world at your fingertips and say something like, I don't know how? It's not that you don't know how, and this is going to sting a little, and this is where I be crystal clear, and this is going to sting for some of you. It's not that you don't know how, it's that you're too lazy to learn. And I know that might sting, and some of you guys, oh no, Daniel, you don't get my circumstance. My circumstance is different. No, you have the internet at your fingertips. We give you a free training site that walks you through how to generate your own leads, how to get out there and do it for free, how to go crush it. But someone would come up with the excuse that they don't know how, they don't have the time, they don't have the money. All of those things, guys, circle back to number one, working harder on yourself. And the more you work on you, the easier all that other stuff becomes. You won't have the excuses for, I don't have the time. You won't have the excuses for, I don't have the money. You won't have the excuses for, I don't know how, because you're strengthening your mindset. And yes, Dan, correct. Listen, Bill knows this about me very, very well. I keep it very, very real. Very real. I don't sugarcoat anything. So, Bill, why don't you chime in on some of those things that, working on yourself, driving traffic, following up, and how those things, you do those things every day, whether you advertise them or not. Those are things that you've been successful. You've been successful for a very long time. Those are things that you've implemented into your business. So maybe chat about that a little bit, if you would.
Yeah. It first comes down to marketing, and it comes back. I'm going to go back to your training site. not everyone's a great, great marketer, but if you go back to what you said about learning, you've made learning so much more fun, so much more easier, even for myself. I mean, I'm not, you can't be an expert in everything. Everyone has their expertise. And if you're an expert, not many things in marketing, just using the training site with if you chose one thing for any business, one thing, and you mastered it and you did it daily or every other day, you're going to have success. I mean, that's what it comes down to. So for me, I mean, I always, say I go a little deeper, Dan. The first thing is the mindset. Everyone joins these things. I don't call them a thing. If I ever say it, smack me. This is like you're your own CEO of your own company. I don't care if it's selling cookies, lemonade, if it's selling products and services online. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you spent $100 for it. I don't care if you spent $200 for it. Treat it like you spent $100,000 for it. Treat it like you spent $300,000 for it, and finish the job and learn. And getting back to Dan with his basics about learning, following up. I mean that, that really does come down to it. I mean, the follow up is huge. When I follow up, like you even got me, energetic with your training site. I'm learning things on there. We have a contest with our current company, and literally, I got so energetic because I was seeing everyone's names on there, and I was like, you know what? I may have one of the largest teams, but I need to put my money where my mouth is. And I went to work, just utilizing the things I've already known, and and I've learned some more things that we have taught in our training, and it's put me on the leaderboard personally, not just team wise. And that's very big. So going back to what you said, Dan, yeah, I agree with everything you said as far as follow up, learning's the big thing. I'm from old school. I'm an email marketer, Craigslist guy. I had to learn some new stuff to keep my leads, to keep new leads coming in and building my list. And the bigger the list, the more successful you're going to have. And we got that all covered. We do all the follow up and all that kind of stuff. I mean, Dan, you're keeping it real basic for anyone generically what they have to do, but you're not really being fair to yourself, because they don't really, I hate to say this because it's kind of like being a hypocrite. They don't have to follow up because your system does it for them.
Because the system does it. Yeah.
And you're like the Wizard of the Oz behind the curtain that's writing all the emails that's coded and tagged to them. So we're talking about two different things. You've made it real easy as you teach them to be a boss themselves, be successful.
Well, let me just share something super, super quick here. And I didn't want to make today like all about the team and the system and everything else, but it obviously it weaves in because what we have to offer, I mean, is worth a lot of money. We're giving it away for free, and we help alleviate, when you look at the three things that we're talking about, really like the root of what we're talking about here today, which is those three specific things. Like if you want to win online, you want to find success, you want to break out of that rat race, spend more time with your family, like fire your boss, whatever it is, whatever that drove you here to this webinar, whatever has you tuning in today, those are the three things that you got to have. But like when you plug into the team site, we kind of help alleviate a lot of those things for you. So let me just, Bill, I actually got this line from you, and that's documentation beats conversations. And I love that line. I use it all the time. But guys, this is our team training site right here. If you are on our team, you get this 100% for free. It's got all your sales funnels, your email copy. We do all the email follow-up for you. We do all the training for you. We literally do everything for you. You just got to plug in, get started. And obviously you get access to this for free when you're on our team. But the point is this, and I know some of you guys have commented in the chat, looking for success, ready to get started, want something that works. Well, here you go. This is our team right here. Obviously we're called the funnel team. That's our team nickname, right? The funnel team. So let me just go over I want to go over right now to the company leaderboard that we're part of, right? So let me go over to, this is August, right? So right now we're in September. This is the month of August. Here's the top 10 in the company, right? So it's congratulations to our August winners. And let's just call it what it is, right? So Kirsty's on our team. She is She won an extra, by the way, guys, she won an extra $5,000 on top of all of her commissions, on top of making a 5-figure monthly income. She won an extra $5,000 last month. John on our team using our system. That's me right there. I came in 3rd place, won an extra $1,500 for the month. Obviously using our system. Carl on our team using our system. Bill with us now live on our team using our system. Catherine on our team using our system. Guys, that's 6. Sorry. Yeah, that's 6 out of the top 7 in the company using our system. 6 out of the top 7. So, if you're asking yourself, like, can I find something that works? Can I get real results? The answer to that is yes. Okay. But now let's go look at September. Let's look at the current month that we're in right now. Okay. September leaderboard. Okay. Let's kind of call this again what it is. Numbers don't lie. No sugarcoating. Okay. So here you go. Kirsty, number 1 again on our team. Me, number 2. You guys can see right here, it says the funnel team, right? Bill on our team. Carl on our team. Catherine on our team. Jason on our team. Coach Ed doesn't have his name changed to the funnel team, but he's on our team, right? We got Greg down here on our team. So again, just do the math. When you are looking at the 3 main things that help you have success from home, help you have success online, working on you, driving traffic, following up. Okay. Everybody I just showed you, Kirsty, Greg, Bill, Carl, myself, John, many others, they're all using the same free system that I just shared with you. So your main goal, or anyone's goal that's on our team, is literally you work on yourself every day. You invest time into you, your mindset, your skill set. You learn new things. You go apply them, right? You get people clicking on your link. Once you get to that part, once you're working on yourself, once you get people clicking on your link, everything from there on is handled for you. So the follow-up is for you, done for you. You don't have to know page design. You don't have to know email autoresponders. You don't have to know any of that stuff because it's all handled for you inside of the system. So the 3 things that you need, a lot of that is handled for you with our system. But, what's super, super important, guys, and this is what I really, really, really want you guys to realize today, is that if you're not doing the working on you part, number 2 and number 3 are completely irrelevant. At some point, you're going to give up. At some point, you're going to quit. At some point, you're going to point the finger at somebody else if you don't work on yourself. Now, Bill, you've been in this business, decades now, right? And you always, always, always find ways to win. You always find ways to win. What is it for yourself? What is it that drives you, that pushes you to keep going for years?
Oh man, there's so many ways to answer that. And I
know, right?
Real quick, I apologize. It's like having a little kid with me. I brought my dog. Like, I didn't know I was going to be on this thing today. My dog being so fresh today. I'm sure you see me running around with them. But anyway, back to it. One thing is I love what I do. Okay. The freedom, I guess it's the benefits first. It's the benefit of, and I tell this story on stage, and I'm getting a little rusty. I used to get on stage a lot and speak. And one of the stories that I like to tell everyone, just to sum it up, is that I never, even when I traveled, I got text messages. They're the cutest thing for years. I saved everything, where my daughters are like, "You better be home. If I was in another state, you better be home by this day." I've never missed a game. My daughters played basketball.
Yep.
I never missed a back to school night. I never missed literally nothing because of this industry.
Mm-hmm.
In my financial planning practice, when I had a boss before I was independent, I would have to miss things. And the one thing is, my daughter, if I could get personal, my daughter had Crohn's. She has Crohn's, and she has to go through a lot of different medicines. And I literally had to take her for like infusions on a monthly basis. And I was the one, because her mom was a school teacher at that time, I was the one, her mother, and I was the one that took her to all the doctor appointments, everything. So for me, it was definitely freedom. And I'm giving you that personal side, but also I'm stubborn. I love the industry. I love learning. Believe it or not, this is the weirdest thing. It's the easiest way to make money. I know that sounds crazy because
It does, but it doesn't though.
Yeah, but I like to say it like the reason why I say it's easiest to make money, and I used to say this years ago when I first got my first laptop. I always, because back before I did financial planning, when I was a young guy, I grew up on a soda truck. So my uncle owned the Coca-Cola route. So I was, on the soda truck. And so I had a lot of experience with people that worked at supermarkets. And I used to say, man, these guys push carts all day to make, $200 a week. We're going back, 90s and everything. And I'd be like, they can make that in a day with what I'm doing online.
Yeah.
And that right there, it comes from the benefits. And then I mastered my skill. Everyone has their skill. I mean, eventually, I don't even have a TikTok account. I'm horrible at it. You know what I mean? Yep. But I mastered Craigslist at the time. And I mastered, for me, it was email building, list building. And, I learned from my mentor years ago, from something that you said about investing and learning. I'm going to throw the name out. It was Mike Filsaine at the time. I bought his Butterfly Marketing.
Yep.
And it cost me $1,500. And it taught me how to list build and how to outsource. That changed my business forever. Okay. Yep. I'd still do a lot of stuff myself, but when I can't handle it, I outsource it. And when you have an email list, come here, Rock. When you have an email list, you literally, it's like the money tree in the backyard.
Yeah.
And that gentleman.
That's a great way to put it.
Well, I got it from Mike. It was. I bought that thing so long ago. It came on disc, CDs that I put in my car, and I would listen.
Yep. And
he told the story about, and I'll do the quick version, how he's had up and downs. We've all had up and downs, also, in being an entrepreneur. And he broke the counter on ClickBank for his product, meaning like the calculator for the daily calculator. Was $250,000. He broke it, and he was making another run. And true story, it's on the CD. And his wife said to him, you sure you want to buy this mansion? You sure you want to do this? We've been down this road, da 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 da. And he said, honey, he says, you see my email list? That's our money tree. And he sent a short little. He goes, I'll pick anything, and I'll make $10,000 today.
Yep.
And he did a little test just to show her, just for fun. Picked a program, sent it to part of his list, and he made 10 grand. So that inspired me. And that's been the road that I've taken. And then, I'll add a couple more there. Being stubborn, always wanted to be in the top. And the truth is, I work my tail off. Everyone always says like, oh, you're an entrepreneur and you got all this freedom. Why do you work so much? Well, the truth is, I enjoy it.
Yeah, same.
I work late into the evening. Dan works in the morning. We have different schedules with working, but I don't go to bed, me personally, till at least 1 a.m. And I'm in front of the computer, and I'm doing content, sending emails. I'm scheduling my emails for the next day, and that's what it comes down. There's many other reasons why I love the industry, but it also comes down to my mentors. There's some I didn't, there's some people that I was under that, that I learned from that, not my cup of tea, but some of my best skills and best, why I stick things out and where some of that stuff, this terminology comes from is some good mentors. And I don't just have one, I have many.
Yep.
And some of them don't even know that they were my mentors. They taught me something, if that makes sense. So,
yeah. And I think, like, going back to what Mike Filsaime was saying, like, I bet you, like, when he told you that story of the money tree in the backyard and the ClickBank offer, like, that resonated with you. Because, I mean, you heard that, what, 10, 15 plus years ago? And you still remember it to this day, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I don't even know where he is, what he sells, and you know what I mean, anymore. Yep. It wasn't even a plug. It was like, I bought that $1,500 when I was a young guy. I was in my 20s.
Yep.
I was in my 20s and I bought that product.
Yeah.
I didn't tell anyone I bought that product. Who's going to spend $1,500 back then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So
guess what? It made me go out and purchase, get AWeber, but AWeber wasn't even AWeber when he taught it. It was something else. And then it evolved, not to go.
But it forced you, that made you go learn, right? You went to learn.
Absolutely. I learned that a lead is a lead, and that is your money tree. And timing is not always the best timing. I had a gentleman that messaged me today, Dan, this morning by email, and he says, I just joined you directly. I've been receiving your emails for a year, so I finally joined you.
Yep.
I mean, that's what I got today. A year.
Yeah.
So anyway.
1 second here. Dorothy's saying, how do I get on your team? Let me just say here, I'm going to leave the link right there. If you guys want more information about the team, you can just kind of go on. I just dropped the link in the chat. It's under the description of this video too. So after this video is over, you guys can hit the little down arrow and you guys can see the description below the video. You guys can go check that out. Jason P in the house. What's up? So let's end with this.
Hey, Dan, can I say something about your link? Just something.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's so pretty. Now, Dan's been keeping it generic, this training. It's pretty much, you can apply it to anything, but he does have an opportunity. The coolest thing is when you work an opportunity, there's another plus. I talked about global, talked about team building. Listen, the best is when you could jump on a call like this and come on and wish everyone in the world would just go with Dan, because that's what team building is about. We are compensated, and Dan didn't get into the specifics of the program. I'm sure he's going to point you somewhere, but Dan, that's the beauty right there. There's no hogging. There's no competition.
Yeah.
How many times, Dan, have we said that we were talking to the same person, and I tell them just to join you? You know what I mean? I mean, that is a true compensation plan.
Yeah.
That's a real compensation plan. So,
and it's also a team building business, which means that if you have someone, but they sign up under me, it's like you still get rewarded for that, So it's
absolutely. I'd rather win that way. I'm only on the leaderboard because you guys made me feel embarrassed. So that's why I went to work.
But all right, so let's wrap it up. Let's talk about this, because I know we're pushing up just over an hour now. So number one, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching this whole training. Again, somewhere around this video, you guys will see a subscribe button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It just means more to me than you know. It helps this channel get seen more, helps the videos get seen more. And obviously, we're putting this training and this content together so you guys could kind of learn and build and grow. But here's the thing. Bill talked about learning. Like, he went years ago and was listening to someone he looked up to and talking about learning how to do email, right? Learning how to use an email system. Well, it's the same thing for you, not necessarily in regards to email, but I want you guys to understand this. When you get started, and this circles back to what I was talking about, number one, work on you, 2, drive traffic, 3, follow up, right? So, and then you look at the top 3 most common excuses. I don't know how, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, right? And specifically with I don't know how. So working on you and I don't know how. And this is where most people are. Those are the 2 most common things of why people quit, fail, give up, blame, whatever. They're not working on themselves, and they're saying, I don't know how. So it's insert excuse here. And it's not that you don't know how, it's that you're too lazy to learn. Okay. So hear me out. How many of you guys, do me a favor, give me your profession. I want you to drop your profession down in chat. Whatever it is that you do for work that puts money on your table so you can buy groceries, food, things for your kids, pay your mortgage, your bills, your rent, whatever it is. What do you do that provides you the income to pay for your life? Doesn't matter what it is, right? So Bill, I'll start with you. You said specifically, guys, drop your profession. I want to show you guys and just talk about a couple of key examples here, and then we'll wrap this up. Bill, you said that you were doing financial planning, right?
Yes.
What was the last comfort? Like, what was the last company that you actually worked for? Like when you had to go to a job, what was the last company that you worked for?
The last financial firm I worked with was AXA Advisors. I went independent in 2003. So I went to AXA Advisors and I had a manager, I had a boss.
Okay. So when your last job, the day that you started, the very day that you started your job, did you know every single aspect of your job? Did you know how to log into the computer, where to search for information, all of your daily responsibilities, your weekly responsibilities, your monthly responsibilities? Did you know every single thing the day that you started?
Absolutely not.
Of course. But did you learn it because it was required of your job?
Absolutely.
Of course, right?
And I did pretty darn well. You
right.
know what I mean? Because I, like I said, had that same, like the benefits of more money.
Yeah.
It goes back to the benefits, but go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, Addison says, trucker. So Addison, your first day on the job, when you started for your current trucking company, did you know every aspect of your job? How to drive might be kind of a, most of us know how to drive, right? But I'm just saying, like, did you know every aspect of your job? How to punch in, how to punch out? I'm sure being a trucker, you have some sort of computer system when you arrive somewhere, when you're tracking your driving, tracking your miles, every single route that you had to go on, every aspect. Did you know every single aspect of your trucking job the day that you started? My guess would be probably not. You probably learned it. Jason says law enforcement. Jason, when you showed up on your first day of the job, did you know every single aspect of your job? Again, how to punch in, how to punch out, how to navigate through the company computer system, how to look information up, how to know, what every aspect of your job, your daily, weekly, monthly responsibilities. Did you guys know all of those things the very first day that you started? Same thing with Dale, who is a branch manager. So yeah, Addison says, no, I learned. Jason says, I did not. And now he trains the rookies, right? So guys, your online business is the same exact thing. Okay. Realize that. Let's be crystal clear. Your online business and having an online business is the same exact thing. Yeah. Jason says extensive training. It's the same thing, guys. When you get started online, nobody expects you to know every aspect of exactly what you have to do. However, in the microwave mentality, the lottery ticket mentality society that we live in today, everyone expects that, oh, I just signed up. Oh, geez, I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know what to do, where to go. I'm just going to quit. It's too complicated. Rather than treating this like a job and going and putting in the time to learn and get good at it. Because I'm sure, like Jason, perfect example. Now he's the trainer. He's the guy that trains the newbies at his job. And it could be the same exact thing with you online. Back in 2016, guys, I was the newbie. I was the one that didn't know anything. I was the one that didn't know how to do anything. And now, okay, I'm the one training. And the same thing can happen to you. You just have to be willing to learn. That's it. Does that make sense, Bill?
I had to take you off mute because my dog.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Being fresh. That totally makes sense. You have to learn, but again, I keep on going back. You made it very easy. I mean, the worst thing, Dan, come on. When you say learn, don't even get me started. I mean, you got to upload your picture. You know what I mean? There's little daily tasks. Oh, tell them about your daily declarations, Dan. Like, yeah. You put everything in place. Like you're not being generous enough as far as what you do.
Yeah.
You made it so simple. You're making it for the average person what they need to do to make their current or the new business work. But you've made it so much easier for them. But they do have to show up. Yeah,
100%. And and guys, I don't want to sit here and like sell you on the system here, but like that's the whole point, is that like with our system, we show you those day-to-day things, like the aspects, just like the aspects of your job. We show you like what to do on a day-to-day basis and how to do it. You literally just have to go do it. Like, that's it. That's really it. It's the same exact thing as learning a new job. So I'll show you real quick. I'll share my screen. And then I want to wrap this up because we're pushing way past an hour. And I know you guys, as much as I would love to hang out with you guys for the entire day, we got other stuff to do. I got to go make more content, but this is it, guys, right here. Like, when you guys go through the team training site, like this is just like the aspects of learning a new job. And it's right here. Like, you get your links, you figure out your schedule, when you're going to work your business, you set up your domain. And then right here, this lesson right here, how to start using short form content, right? That right there is where we show you the day-to-day aspects, just like learning a job, of exactly what to do. Same thing here, how to effectively use Facebook, how to effectively promote on YouTube, how to effectively promote on Craigslist. These things here, all those things right there that's where you go do. That's where you learn and go do. How do you learn and go do? You literally just watch the videos, you press play, and it's literally as simple as this. You press play, the video shows you over the shoulder, just like when you're at a job, right? And you guys that have ever started a new job, you go through orientation, you're probably in a training room or on some sort of training computer, and you're learning the aspects of your job, and you're probably watching some computer simulation of how to perform your job, where to go, what to click, how to do it. I know as a retail store manager for both Home Depot as well as Lowe's and Whole Foods Market, we had simulated training for new people getting started. And that's what they do. They go on a computer, they log in, they watch a video, they figure out how to do their job, right? This is the same thing. We're going to show you over the shoulder, and it's going to say, okay, take your phone, go here, click this, do this, and then you're going to learn those day-to-day aspects of your job. And it's as simple as that. So again, I'll pop the link down in here. Okay. So, more info here. If you guys are serious about, wanting to use our system, get started with us, and, rock it out, I'm going to drop the link right in there. If you guys are serious, want to learn what we're using right now. But ultimately with today, guys, I just wanted you guys to understand the three things. Work on you. Work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Everything else will fall into line if you're working on yourself enough. If you're coming up with excuses, you're pointing the finger, you're blaming, you want to give up, you want to quit, it's up here. It's what's going on in your head. That's it. That's all that matters, right? And so number one, work on yourself. Number two, drive traffic. We show you how to do that. And we teach you how to do that for free, by the way. Number three, follow up. We follow up for you. So the choice is yours, man. You really want to get out there and you want to go crush it. Link in the description down below. You can get yourself started. If you have any questions at all, please do me a favor and reach out to me. You can tag me. You can drop me a question down below. I reply to every single comment I get, unless you're being a dick. I reply to every single comment I get. All right. And even the negative ones, I'll even respond. If someone's being a DB, I still respond back. But if you have any questions, guys, let me know. We're here to help. Okay. So Bill, any last words before we rock it out and call it a day?
I would just say, when you're choosing an opportunity outside of the hype, a compensation plan, a real compensation plan, you should not have to be the king of your organization. And with a real compensation with leverage, you're one person away from changing everything. And there's many opportunities, including ClickBank, that you cannot say that about. Not picking on ClickBank, I'm just saying there are different choices. And one of the things that Dan asked me before, how's this? How did this happen? It's really, I just been a good chooser of programs. And when I say programs, I'm not a quitter of anything. The only programs I've ever quit personally, ones that actually closed down, they went out of business or whatever. Mm-hmm. But as far as opportunities, I pick ones where I'm especially recently, where you're one person away. And what I mean by that is that you can literally bring someone in, and not even that person could just be a soldier, but that soldier can bring in another lieutenant or captain and change everything. It's happening in real life with me and Dan. It's happened to him. He knows people that have brought in captains that literally it just increased his income. Same thing with me. I brought in Dan, it's increased my income. It doesn't matter. If I don't want to work today, I don't have to. You know what I mean? I'm still going to get paid because we're working as a real machine on multiple levels. So thanks. I'm happy to be here. Next time Dan invites me, I'll be home, or my dog will not be with me. He's a good boy, but wow, he was fresh today. Holy cow. You don't even know what he was doing outside. So with that said, you know, I wish everyone well in their endeavors. And this was a lot of fun. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate coming on.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for being here. I know this was like super spur of the moment, but hey, that's what we do, man. Sometimes we have these unscripted lives and we just roll with it, and you know, whatever comes out, comes out. And that's it, guys. Listen, I appreciate you guys being here. If you guys want more information about what we do, link in the description down below. And if you guys haven't already, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, get notified anytime I go live. I go live here on my YouTube channel every single week, guys. Every single week I'm live, typically on Mondays, but Monday was a super busy day. Couldn't do it. But either way, appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Any questions, drop a